from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
And good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now, coming to you from our digital desk. We're going to take a look at our weather pictures, a live picture coming from our First Alert network of cameras out of Akron. Don't be confused. That is called sunshine, full sunshine down in Akron. A beautiful shot there, bringing in 19 First Alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchek. Jeff, most of us saw gray yesterday. It was pretty interesting to watch that line. If you were in Cleveland, you could go a little bit south of Cleveland and up. We saw clouds all day, but then you get to Akron and Canton, they saw sun all day yesterday.
Right, yeah, it was variable cloud cover yesterday. Everybody in the sun today, and the clearing actually came in last night east to west. The low cloud cover cleared out, and you know, when you have high pressure overhead and a very stagnant weather pattern, light wind, you can get situations like that where the weather doesn't all the time, the clouds all the time don't move, the traditional west to east. But yeah, enjoy the sunny day. It's still not that warm, but we are going to warm things up for you here. A look at the satellite picture. And we do have some high cloud cover out to the west. You see it there. And I think some of that's going to sneak in here, more likely tonight and tomorrow. But I still think, we're going to see enough sun tomorrow to get the temperatures up there. So the story coming up really for us is continuation of this dry spell. And we have lake breezes again. So you get into the 3-4 o'clock this afternoon time frame, and with that northeast wind coming in off of the lake there, that lake breeze, that's going to generate cooler temps there, 30s along the lake shore, but easily about 44 or 45 degrees in the Akron-Canton area here. I'm thinking about 41 or so for the high around the greater Cleveland area. Tonight, another, chilly night. We're going to be dropping into the 20s for a time, but then watch what happens tomorrow after, starting out in the 20s again early tomorrow morning. We're going to be up around 50 degrees for high temperatures. Now, you might be asking, when is the next threat of rain? Well, we have a couple rounds that we're watching, and we're not looking at heavy rain around here. But as we get into Thursday's going to be, we're going to be in the 50s on Thursday. But we have one front coming through Thursday night. A lot of this rain that you see here is going to fall overnight hours. So after midnight, it looks like that'll clear on Friday. And now most of Friday's looking dry. But Saturday, there's a second front that comes through, and that'll give us some scattered showers at that time. So look at how this warmer air expands into Ohio. This is Thursday's map now. Two warmest days coming up, we think, will be Thursday and Friday. And then that main front comes through Saturday. Notice out to the west, okay? This is Sunday now, Super Bowl Sunday. Colder air is starting to build across the Great Lakes region at this time. And so it does look like next week, Dan, the trend is down. We'll get into some more, quote unquote, typical February-like stuff here. As the week wears on, I do expect perhaps we continue to trend down in temperature. So needless to say, as we head into Valentine's Day and things like that, next week does not look as warm as what we're going to be seeing the next few days.
I thought it was interesting. You said you might be asking, when is our next chance of rain? No, I think a lot of people are asking, when's our next chance of snow? So we're going to let you cover that after we take our 15-second break here.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
While this week hasn't felt like the beginning of February, and it looks like next week will, and we'll talk about chances of snow. Jeff will here after we get through our temperature trend.
Yeah, and while we look at the temperature trend here, and you might be asking, okay, any snow? Well, you're not going to get snow with temperatures like this, even Sunday, Monday, but we got the 56 Thursday, 57 on Friday here. And yeah, that's pretty warm stuff. Threat of showers, though, Thursday night. Warm, windy Friday, 57. Scattered showers on Saturday. That'll be with that secondary front. And then we start to take the first leg cooler Sunday, Monday. I am seeing signs potentially. There could be a little lake effect snow around here on Monday night. But as we do trend colder next week, Dan, eventually we're going to get some snow chances in there. As to whether or not we're going to see significant snow, we'll see. But as we get colder air in here, obviously chances of snow will eventually come into play every once in a while.
Because it is February. Let's be honest, we're not going to get away with just one snowstorm.
Yeah.
I think you said our deficit yesterday, snowfall deficit is about, 20 inches or so, 16 to 20 inches?
Almost 2 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 2 feet in the deficit.
We know we're going to get it, and let's just hope we don't pay for it all at once and pick it all up all at once. 19 First Alert meteorologist. 19 First Alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchek, thanks for checking in.
Okay.
All right, take care. Again, looks like a mild week for this week. Things change considerably next week with about normal February temperatures. One last look at the beautiful sunshine down in Akron from our 19 First Alert cameras. Don't forget about our weather newscast. It is the First Alert Focus, the only dedicated newscast to weather in all of Cleveland. We're the only ones doing this every weeknight at 7:30 on WUAB. All of our meteorologists involved in that. Doesn't have to just focus on our weather. We know there are weather events happening in Southern California right now. I've never really seen a river forecast or a river of rain come into just one community like they're dealing with in the LA area. So I'm sure they will touch on that. Very great newscast, weathercast, and they put a lot of work into that. So you can see that every day at 7:30 on WUAB CW 43. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now. Have a great day.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.